Hey, I'm James Blatch. I got to fly in fast jets a few times in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Here I am in the back of a Harrier T10, the two-seat version of the GR7. There's a GR on our left. Here I am, first of all, pretending that I'm an actual pilot with my hand on the throttle and stick, but I'm just pretending. Hey, look, there is the nozzle lever on the right, because this is, don't touch it, because this is a Harrier. There's a nozzle lever which allows you to hover and do all the rolling landings, etc. If I touched that, it would cause a lot of distress in the front of the aircraft. So we are looking for a tanker over the North Sea. They're big aircraft, a TriStar in those days, but actually tiny when you're looking for one at that height and that distance. But we found it. There it is. Twin-engined, three-engined rather, of course. Not recently, retired some time ago now, the TriStar, replaced by the A330, the Voyager. You can goat with these things when you're looking for them from distance that we were. You end up sort of head to head with them, and it's a long time, a lot of manoeuvring to get yourself in the right position. We actually joined, I think is the correct phrase, on the correct angle, so we came in from the rear. The GR7 is actually going to tank. Here I am asking Sean Bell, my pilot, if he can move us to the other side so that we get the sun in the right position. Sean's much more of a pilot than he is a cameraman, I noticed at this point. I need the light, Sean, I need the light. So he gives me the light, and we are now filming Flight Lieutenant in the GR7 who is going to probe. This was a genuine training flight. They had to say this was genuine. It was, because he had not actually tanked on the TriStar for some time, so there was some value in this trip for him. It wasn't just a jolly for me. That's how they did it. Otherwise, they'd send the BBC a bill for £500,000 or something just to do this trip. So there we go. The bow wave from the Harrier has pushed the basket away from the jet just as he comes in. So when you're aiming the probe, this is something I learnt sitting in the back seat at 20,000 feet watching this. When you're aiming the probe at the basket and moving slowly forward, you've actually got to aim the probe at where the basket's going to end up as a result of your bow wave pushing it away from you, not directly at it. So that does take a bit of practice. There's some aiming points on the back of the TriStar just to try and make things easy. And just to add the pressure, here's a couple more Harriers turned up waiting for fuel. So he had to get this right, and he does. There you go. There is the probe. Nice 1 squadron badge on the side of that Harrier. They fly Typhoons today up in Scotland. And here we are, breaking away, full of gas, looking for our first targets, which is a whole different ball game once we get into that. That'll be part 3, I think.